seen everything.
Yes, some pea-sized hail,
Yeah.
some wind gusts, say 40, 50 miles an hour. Lightning, of course, always a concern. These storms have been packing a bit of a punch, but they also have been very isolated in nature, so not every community picking up on this severe weather. We're tracking some development right now. We're zoomed in here with First Alert Live radar, and this is an animation over the last 30 minutes, capturing the one cell that was moving over Torrington, lifting north and northeast up toward Heartland. That has been on a general weakening trend, but also just say around Cornwall recently, within the last, say, 10 to 15 minutes, this new cell developing, heading northeastward toward Norfolk. So on the statewide perspective, that's basically it, but we're also monitoring very closely a cluster of severe storms moving through the New York City metro area into western Long Island and part of the Sound as well. So these will clip, say, the 95 corridor, coastal Fairfield County here, as they continue progressing off toward the east, leading to a ground stop at some of the airports in the New York City metro area. So this development is all in advance of a cold front in its wake tomorrow. Beautiful weather for your Friday, wherever your plans may take you, from perhaps the beach to the Travelers Championship. We're talking low humidity, lots of sunshine, and temperatures closer to average for this time of year. Primarily dry weekend. There's a big question mark. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a moment. Otherwise, as we've been giving you the first alert to next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, record heat and heat index values going up between 100 and 110 degrees. So today we did officially add to our tally of 90-degree days. We'll be adding many more days as we head into next week. So right now we've got temperatures that have dropped off a bit given the increasing cloud cover and certainly rain-cooled air. That's the case in Torrington. We've dropped nearly 10 degrees at Bradley Airport, 85 right now in Hartford, 77 Groton, with lots of sunshine, cooler there because of the onshore wind direction, but certainly up compared to this time yesterday. Dew point values up big time, up into the low and mid 70s. We've reached that oppressive level of humidity. And again, tomorrow, a big change, a refreshing one in store for us. 85, looking from 36 stories up down onto the old State House Square here in our capital city. Dry right now in Hartford. Our view from New Haven, pretty quiet there in the green and the Elm City, 81 degrees. So you can see the series of severe thunderstorm watches that are in effect from the Canadian border through New England down through the mid-Atlantic states. You can see a lot more development off to our west and especially to our southwest. So as the evening progresses, we head toward 8, 9 o'clock. The overall threat will be diminishing for us. So we've got development well in advance of this cold front, but even along the cold front, showers and storms developing. But as that gets closer later tonight, things will be on a general weakening trend. So as they move through later tonight, our sky becomes clear. Temperatures bottom out in the low and mid 60s inland, mid and upper 60s along the 95 corridor. And tomorrow, ample sunshine. Note those wind arrows out of the northwest. That's going to send that relatively cooler and drier air into the state. Forecasting highs across Litchfield County only in the upper 70s, 80 to 85 elsewhere inland, also with that land breeze, offshore wind, coastal communities mid 80s as well. So behind this front, high pressure builds in. Enjoy the break from the heat and humidity because it is fairly short-lived. As we head Saturday into Sunday, those dew point values will start climbing back to oppressive levels, and next week it's going to be much, much hotter as well. So to the point where for the 23rd, 24th, and 25th of June, that's next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, these are the records for Hartford and Bridgeport. They will all likely be tied or broken. We could actually get close to 100 degrees or touch 100. It will only be the third time to do so for the Hartford area in the month of June since records have been kept. Tuesday, for instance, heat index values you can see well above the century mark. So a dangerous combination of heat and humidity as we head into next week. And by, say, Thursday, what will likely be a 4-day heat wave, things will be coming to an end with highs by then in the mid 80s. So when it comes to this upcoming weekend, Saturday we're forecasting dry weather, partly to mostly sunny conditions. A complex of storms are going to be developing up near the Canadian border and diving southeastward. So moving, say, Saturday night into Sunday morning near southern New England. Some of our models keep this away from Connecticut, say moving across Maine. This particular one brings it across our state. So that's why we're calling for at least the potential for storms early Sunday morning, otherwise becoming partly to mostly sunny. Then it's all about that heat and humidity next week.
Okay, Mark.